G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video, I'll be going through how I went in round 15 and then I'll be giving you my round 16 tips. Very excited to jump into this one and discuss how we went in round 15. But before we do that, guys, if you could leave a like and subscribe, it'd mean the absolute world to me. I'm still without a PC using the old laptop, so I do apologize if the quality isn't as good as it normally is, but we've got to work with what we've got, and obviously I can't afford a new PC right now. Hopefully tax time, but if not tax time, it's probably going to be a year. So yeah, fingers crossed I can work out ways to improve the quality a little bit, but I'm still working with my usual camera and mic setup, so it should sound all right. It's going to take longer to upload and download and all that good stuff because the laptop I'm using is quite old. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into this one. Again, guys, if you could hit that like button and subscribe. Also, grab some merch, guys. It will be linked in the description below. All right, first game, Freo and Essendon. I backed in Fremantle here. They got a good win there, a 41-point win over Essendon. Basically, I pretty much picked the margin. I was a bit dyslexic and I said 14 instead of 41, but you know what I mean. Hey, in the next game, I went against what most people were doing and tipped the Lions. I did say that the Lions are funny. They'll lose games that they should win, and then they'll go to Melbourne or Sydney and just blow the teams out. Crazy stuff. Good win there for the Lions and a tip right for me. Then I backed in Carlton to beat North Melbourne. I think most people did, to be honest. Unfortunately, Carlton couldn't get the job done. Carlton couldn't get the job done. North Melbourne get the win there by 11. And I saw the young kid crying after this one. That's terrible, man. Sucks to see fans like that. It's good though because it shows the kid has passion at a young age, which is always good to see. But yeah, it is disappointing to see. Yeah, just children upset about sports and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I've cried over sport many times, so I think it goes up into adulthood as well. Adelaide Oval saw Port Adelaide take on Sydney. I thought Port Adelaide would get the job done here, but they were actually pretty disappointing, to be honest. Sydney was strong in this one. They get the job done away from home. Good win. That 10th through to 15th spot, I think you can pretty much rule those teams out. Well, these three down the bottom you already rule out, definitely. But like that, yeah, I think from 9 up is likely to make the top 8. Like there's, all those teams have a chance. I don't think Carlton down do, to be honest. But we move on. Collingwood defeat St Kilda 108-74. Another tip right. We take that. I backed in the Gold Coast Suns to beat GWS. The Giants actually played really well here. They hadn't been playing all that consistent this year. They get the job done. I know it's at home. I thought the Suns would win this one, but the Giants get up. And then to wrap up the weekend, Western Bulldogs 135 over Richmond 56. Very strong win for the Bulldogs, and I do think they lock themselves into a top 8 berth this year. All right, round 16 tips. We've got Thursday night football once again. Port Adelaide taking on Carlton. This one's at Adelaide Oval. 82% of people tipping Port Adelaide here. I will be tipping Port Adelaide. I am not confident. I'm going to go 10 points. A 10-point win here for Port Adelaide. But this is definitely a game I could see Carlton winning. Yeah, we move on to the next game. Swans taking on the Bulldogs in Sydney. The Swans, you just never know what you're going to get from them. They are a very inconsistent side. The Bulldogs are playing damn good footy at the moment, so I am going to back the Doggies in to get a win there. I think they should be pretty dominant, but again, as I said, Swans at home, you just don't know what you're going to get. Next up, we've got the Gold Coast Suns taking on the Melbourne Demons. I think Suns win this one and win quite well. Demons are pretty much done this season, I think. They might get a few big scalps here and there, but for the most part, I think they're just going to be beating teams either below them or slightly above them. They're not going to challenge anybody that's in that top 9. Hawthorn against North Melbourne. I'd be very surprised if North Melbourne got up in this one. Hawthorn should win and win well. I am backing them in. Top versus bottom. Collingwood versus the West Coast Eagles. The irony in this is I can see a world where West Coast are competitive. I don't see us winning, but I do think we can be competitive. At $12.05, a $10 bet might be on the cards here, just in case. You never know. You never know. We have done it before. I don't see us doing it in this one, but again, you never know. I am going to tip Collingwood, though. Richmond against the Crows. I can see a world where Richmond get an upset win here, but I'm going to back in the Adelaide Crows here. Adelaide are a far superior team this year. They should get the job done, but I wouldn't be surprised if Richmond did make it a little bit difficult for them. And to wrap it up, we got Fremantle taking on St Kilda. Fremantle win and win well to wrap up the weekend. Let me know who you're tipping down below in the comments, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And as always, my friends, I will see you in the next one. Hit that like button and subscribe.